Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I'm going to get it pulled up. And then I am going to make sure that everything is straight because, it's all my stuff just for whatever reason gets moved every week. I don't know what I do to it. So close your eyes. I think I'm getting it. Oh, I think I got it. Yay! Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Okay, so I'm going to say this up front. If you would like to win the prizes that were offered for last week, you have to comment on tonight's video. Hey, Verna, because FB deleted my my entire video from last week saying apparently I didn't follow the rules. Not sure what I did because it doesn't specify exactly, just says that it didn't follow community rules. So I lost the entire video with all the comments, all the shares, all of it. So if you would like to win these two prizes, make sure you comment, and at the end, hopefully someone will remind me and hopefully I don't forget, I will draw two names from tonight. And then hopefully my video won't get deleted next week. Oh, the fun stuff, right? I've been working on growing my YouTube. And honestly, once that is probably at enough people where I can go live on there, I'll probably switch to YouTube. Just because I don't have issues with YouTube. But anyway, so again, just make sure you comment and share, and at the end of tonight's video, I will pick a winner. That might even be what I end up doing every week, just so I don't have to worry about the possibility of my videos being deleted. So sorry guys, I don't have who did all that last week. I'm going to set these here so I don't forget. And let's see, I have some stuff to talk about. The first is, let's see, we'll do this. This is for the Florence Dulcie class. This will be this coming Saturday. Yes, Memorial Day weekend. I get that. But you know what? We're not going out of town, so why not get together and craft, right? So these are the cards that we will be making at that class. I love this one. Oh, and this one. Okay, I like actually all of these. They're really, I really was excited, but I think the brightness of that one is my favorite. But you'll make one of each card, and class is, for Dulcie's class, we actually only do a $10 charge for it. So if you're interested in this and you live in the Florence or Darlington or Hartsville area, in that realm of the world, please message me. We would love for you to come and join that class. There are some amazing women that get together, and we've been getting together for years. So make sure that if you're in that area that you join us for that class. I always cut a couple extra packets just to be on the safe side. So let's see, the starter kit. That is still going on right now with the new catalog, the new annual catalog that came out. They are doing a special for the starter kit. We have added 2 new people to our team this week. Woohoo! Which is so exciting. And so they took advantage of this because they thought this was a great deal. Stampin' Up! Right now will give you the grid paper. It is the in colors. So you'll get the grid paper. You will get the ink pad collection. You will get the assortment of the cardstock, and then you'll also get the DSP. That will be added on to your actual starter kit. And what happens is you pick $125 worth of products. When you go to click to submit everything, it will add all these items into your box and then, or into your cart. And then when you check out, that'll all be a part of it. So it's almost $200. I think it's somewhere around $200, a little bit less than that, once you all kind of add in all like the business materials and stuff like that you get to. So great deal. Last day to do it is May the 31st. So that's next Tuesday. So don't miss out on this. We have an amazing team of girls. They are just the most uplifting, awesome people. They're fantastic. So we do monthly swaps. We do monthly challenges. There are prizes for a lot of things. And then we do obviously a team meeting. You get access to all of my tutorials that I do. So any class, any club, you get that for free. The other thing that you get is I'm a part of a tutorial program every month with 30 plus demonstrators from around the world. You get that tutorial for free as well. So, by the way, that's my card for this month. So, so lots of fun stuff, and being a part of it, it's just a great community. So if you're interested in that starter kit, let me know, because I would love for you to join the other ones that joined in this week with us. Okay, next thing. Hello, Melissa. Yes. I tell you what, bingo, it is definitely, like, I think I always say like my top 5, but I seriously think it's probably my top 3 event. I love it. Everything but the water was wonderful, right? The spewing of the water through the door, but it was great to be able to like craft and have a good time, even if it was storming and dark outside. So, I have one more paper share left if anyone is interested in that. Paper share is a sampling of all the new paper that comes out in a catalog. This also includes the host paper. This is $54 for all of this. It comes packaged, and I do all the packaging for it. And what happens is I actually give you the name, the size of the paper, I give you the price, all of that, also all of the colors that go along with it, since obviously you don't have the actual full package. And really it's just a sampling so that if you decide that there's something you really like, then you don't have to, or a paper you don't like, then you don't have to buy the whole pack and then be disappointed. So if you're interested in this, please message me and I would be happy to get this to you. It was just kind of a, someone ended up not being able to follow through, and so I had it and it was already packaged. So let me know if you want it. Again, $54, and you can message me for that. The last thing is my monthly club that I am actually working on cutting and making sure I get out before the end of the week. I have already created all the cards for next month, and these are it. I'll have to say I liked these. I wasn't sure about the bird set, but of course I ended up loving it. And then that one right there. So it's using the bundle Pretty Birds. You can add on the bundle for cost, which shipping and tax is on me. If you choose to the actual kit, but club is $39, and what you get in club is all the paper in order to create these projects. So for example, like this card right here, I would, because what's not included in the die set for the Pretty Birds would be this label right here. So I would cut out this label for you. I would also do the punching of the twigs right here, because you wouldn't have that. For example, on this one, I would do the embossing for you here, or I guess stitching for you here, and then I would cut the circle for you. But you would do the rest of it. You would do your stamping, your coloring, and all of that. So that's what happens with club. But with club, you also get free product, or not free products, but it's included in your price. And for this month, you'll get a half a pack of the iridescent pearls. You'll get a half a pack of the rustic metallic. You'll get both of these bolts of ribbon, which come in a pack. They're like a combo pack. Then you're going to get a quarter of a pack of the Hostess paper, because I am in love with that Hostess paper, and that is what I use to create these cards. I also, Pretty Bird does not have sentiments at all in it. So I pulled in 2 stamp sets. You can also add this on. The email for club will be going out at the end of the week. So, but you can add these on at cost as well. So you would just pay the $24 and the $19 if you wanted to add these onto your kit. And then I, again, pay for the tax and the shipping on it. So, again, club, $39. You get about $20 worth of products. And you can add on the products for the club and get free shipping and free tax. Okay, that's it. I got no more to say on those. So tonight's projects are using the Cheerful basket bundles. Hello, ladies. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Oh, hey, Sharon. Yeah. I think you probably go over to the group page. Actually, I need to share this over to the group. But it's here over on my page because that's where the majority of everybody is. So that's probably why. I need to probably post over there right before I go live. But usually I'm like running in the door and trying to get it all set up. So sorry about that. Let's see who else. Hey, Deb, Florence, and Angie. And oh, we got lots of people on tonight. Yay. Okay, so tonight we are going to be doing the Cheerful basket. I'm going to just say this, on my blog post, if you go over and read that, I'm not a cat person. Sorry for those of you who are. I am actually allergic to cats. So, not that I think they're ugly or not that I don't think they're lovable, but I'm allergic to them. So I tend to go toward the whole dog thing. But I almost didn't buy the set because of the cat, because I'm just, not a cat person. But I ended up doing it because I loved the apples, and I thought this little craft thing with the scissors and the Stampin markers, and you got an ink pad back there, and then you've also got the ink refills. I thought that was really cute, and then I got the Inspired by You. That made me happy. I'm also a fall girl. So, with being a fall girl, the apples and the basket was right up my alley, so I decided to go for it. And I'm so glad I did. I absolutely love our projects tonight. So, let's dive into those. And let me just show you, and hopefully you will fall in love with them just as much as I did. Okay, the first one we're going to make is my favorite. I figured I'd start out with that one. So when I first saw the basket, yes, it's wood, but when you look at the dies, they have just this one right here. And I love baskets. I love little like insert baskets that you can put into the like shelvings and all that stuff, that have like the little four holes in it that you can put pretty baskets in. I love those. I probably collect too many of the baskets and never have enough room to put them. And they end up sitting in closets, but that's okay. So that's kind of what I wanted to go with. And then I was thinking, okay, well, can't really come up with how to make blankets in there because we put blankets in a lot of our baskets. And I decided, you know what? A basket full of flowers, because this stamp set right here, you fill my day with happiness, and when you get flowers from someone, it makes you happy, right? So that's how I came up with this card. And for tonight, I've done most of the, hey Carrie, I have done most of the die cutting because there is a lot of die cutting. There's also a lot of coloring, so I tried to do as much as I possibly could so you don't have to like stay with me for hours. I would love to craft for hours with y'all, but it is definitely hard to do it when it's on Facebook Live. So let's pull in. We're also going to be using the Flowers of Friendship. That's where I got all the flowers from. So we're going to be using that. And then we're going to use the matching die for it. The dimensions for the cards, for all the cardstock and all of that, is on my blog, which is linked in the description. The other thing is all the products that are used are also, if you click the option that says under the card that says click here. All the products are there. You can download all the products if you are looking for purchasing any of those. The other thing I wanted to actually tell you about before we started is this little vellum piece right here. We do sell regular vellum in our, it's called vellum cardstock, in our catalog. But this vellum is different. This actually comes in a pack. It looks like this, and it's called Lovely Layers. I was kind of unsure about this, but I got it because I thought, okay, well, this would be great for the, like the leaves. And one of the projects I saw in the catalog had this circle on it, which I love. But I'm actually impressed with it. Now, the majority of this is the designs you get, but then the majority of it is just regular vellum. So I was like, oh, that would be great for classes. I can do that as well. And then I don't have to sit and cut forever, right? So that's where I pulled it from. Just that. And then I think that is pretty much it. So let's get started on getting it all together. I'll make sure I've got all my pieces here. See, I've already colored the majority of the flowers there. We're going to do, I think we have one of each. We're just going to do one of each flower. So you'll watch me so you can see how I did that. We're going to start by putting our pieces on here. So with most of your like woven baskets or cloth baskets, you will see at the bottom they always have like a hard leather, and at the top they'll a lot of times have a hard leather so that it'll stay together. So that's kind of how I came up with that design. We're going to use some liquid glue, which y'all know I don't like liquid glue, but I felt like this was the best to use so I could get it just where it needed to go. One thing about this piece, just so you know, and if it bothers you, you can do it differently or whatever, but it's not going to go directly to the end. So just do the best you can, and I don't think you really notice it once you start putting the flowers on. Okay? And look, I got glue already. We'll wipe that on the pants. Oh, goodness. Me and liquid glue. This is also a new bottle, so it's coming out quickly. All right. And then this piece here is going to go right there. And what I did to cover up this gap here is I put flowers over it so you can't see it at all. Okay? All right, we're going to let that sit aside so it can dry. We're going to go ahead and take while we've got our liquid glue out, we're going to go ahead and take this and put it on our card base. And this side of the paper is pretty cheap. Oh, by the way, this is the free paper. This is the Hostess paper again. And it's called, oh no, something Daydream. Daydream something. I go live and I can't ever remember. I think I did pull it out though, so I could, in case I forgot. Let's see. Yes, okay. It is called Design a Daydream, and it comes with 48 sheets. So it's pretty awesome. It's got some really good designs. The basket design is coming from the Happy Forest Friends DSP, which is really good too. These are both really good papers. I have to say, there's only about one or two from the new annual catalog that I'm not necessarily too impressed with. Okay, so now to put the vellum on, we're going to go ahead and put that on. Now, I'm just going to tell you, if you look at this card, if you don't look at it really, really close. Oh, thank you, Verna. Oh, and it's on your wish list? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, it isn't on your wish list. Well, this card should make you put it on your wish list. One thing I noticed about the vellum is it does kind of curl up. So you really do want to make sure that you put adhesive on. Well, with vellum, you can see through. One thing I have found that you can't see unless you really, really look at it or you look on it in a video, apparently, with a camera with lots of bright lights, you can see here that I've got it, but it's not that bad. So that's using the Stampin' Seal Plus. I have found the Seal Plus is the best with the vellum. So that's what we're going to use. And we are going to put adhesive down this side. And we're just going to put a couple pieces there, one there, and then we're going to put it right across here. And that's where our, well, I did it wrong, but that'll be all right. We might switch our sentiment and put it on the other side if it shows too much. Nope, I think it did pretty good. Let's see. We'll see if the camera picks up all the glue underneath it. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we'll still put our sentiment on the right side because I put the long piece there. But anyway, y'all didn't need to know that. Okay, so we've got our vellum there. Now what we are going to do is we're going to stamp these flowers, and we're going to stamp it in several colors. We're using lots of colors tonight, lots and lots of colors. All right, so our first one is going to be polished pink, and then we are going to have to clean our stamp. All right, so I'm just going to put that there. And then before we do that, we're going to take our polished pink dark Stampin' blend. And we're going to color the circle. And then we're just going to come inside and color that middle part. And I am doing it very quick because it doesn't have to be perfect. Because then we're going to take the light, we're going to blend it in. And then we're going to do that with each flower. We're going to do one of each color. All right, so there's our polished pink. We got that one. Now we're going to do our gorgeous grape, and let me grab my cleaner. Because of course, I forgot that on the other side of the room. All right, I don't usually need the cleaner. All right. I'll do gorgeous grape. One thing too with these flowers, because the punch is kind of like a builder punch, you need to make sure you stamp them pretty far apart or cut them so that you can punch each individual one. All right. There is polished or gorgeous grape. So we don't have any gorgeous grape blends, so we're going to use Highland Heather. So we're going to take the dark Highland Heather and we're going to color in. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell everybody, make sure you're commenting on the video and sharing. I lost last week's video due to FB deleting it. So I can't draw prizes from last week. So make sure you're putting it here because at the end, I'm going to draw the prizes from last week based off the comments. And I will probably start doing it that way for a while because I don't know when Facebook is going to delete videos and when they're not, but apparently my last video did not follow the community rules. Don't know how that's possible, but whatever. So I will, so I'll draw names tonight. So just make sure you comment and share. All right. There is gorgeous grape. Now we'll do grainy apple green. I try to give it good and clean here. And we'll put this one here. And then we do have grainy apple green flower, Stampin' blends. So we're gonna use grainy apple green. It's actually one of my favorite greens that Stampin' Up! Has. I think my next favorite is probably soft seafoam. We have some pretty good greens. All right. Lemon Lime Twist was actually my very favorite green that Stampin' Up! Ever had. And the Parakeet Party is not the same. I like Parakeet Party, but I think Lemon Lime Twist is still my favorite. I wish it would make a comeback. All right, so we got Granny Apple Green. And then one more is going to be Daffodil Delight. I thought these were great, fun, spring, summer colors. Makes you happy whenever you have bright, bold colors. All right, so there we go. And then we do have Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blends, so we're going to use that. And I'm using this small tip just to make sure that I don't go crazy outside the lines on it. All right, and then, oh, switch that. And then we will punch, and then we will start putting everything together. All right. And I'm probably going to need a sticky note for this one. Now, I'm sure there was a right or a wrong way with this punch, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you put it in here, pretty much any way, it will be just fine. So, I don't stress over that at all. All right, let's see if I can make these work without punching the other ones. And it's always best to line your stamp up in your punch with it upside down. And then what I do is I grab it and I flip it, which helps me to not get my hand caught in that part. I have learned a lot of lessons on how to hold a punch and not pinch my inside of my palm. When I first started crafting and I was buying punches for the first time, oh boy, I got myself good several times. Those suckers hurt. So, all right. Now let's put it all together. And we are going to take our now dry piece here, and we're going to take some dimensionals. We're going to pop this bad boy up. But before we take off the backings, one of the things I want to do is I want to align all of my flowers, okay? And I want to pretty much adhere all the ones that will be in the background, because I don't want, with me having the dimensionals here, those flowers would get stopped. So we are gonna do a little layering first, and then we will add in the rest of it. All right, so I need dimensionals, and then I need glue dots. All right, I am in a very awkward position because Maggie May is down here at my feet sleeping, and I am like thinking I'm gonna step on her. Okay, let's start with this one. So we're gonna do a Granny Apple Green, and all I'm gonna do is just put a glue dot in the center. Then I'm just gonna stick it right there. Then I'm gonna take, let's do a yellow, so a Daffodil Delight. We're gonna attach this one right here to cover up our little shortness there. All right, and then let's do a purple one over here. Right about there. All right, and then let's put some dimensionals on all of these. Actually, let's take a pink one and polished pink, and we're gonna stick it right about here. All right, so now the rest of them are gonna kind of layer up on top. So now we can take off our dimensionals. Like that. And then we are gonna stick this right back down, right about there. And my flat, it's up higher this time, which is fine. That is completely fine. Okay, let's see what color. We've used one of each color already. So let's take and start building. Let's take our Daffodil Delight here, and we're gonna put it right up underneath there, like that. Okay, and then let's do another purple one. We're gonna attach it right about here. We're just gonna tuck it up underneath, and then we're gonna do polished pink. We're gonna stick the polished pink one. Oh, let's actually do it right there. And then, let's see. Let's do a Granny Apple Green. We're gonna stick this one right here. Another polished pink. Yeah, you know what? Let's take this dimensional off. And let's put a glue dot on this one. And let's stick this one right here. Okay, then we're gonna take a Daffodil Delight and we're gonna stick it right here. And then let's take another Granny Apple Green. We're gonna stick it there. And then this one we will do right there. Okay, I think that's good. So now let's take and stamp our sentiment, which is "You Fill My Day with Happiness," and we are going to use black memento for that one. And I'm going to grab my little pad to stamp on, just because it is larger and it's got this, the happiness is solid. Has anybody had really bad weather today? We had it at the office today. Yes, Deb, it is. We had really bad weather at the office, and then literally as soon as I got home, it started pouring here. I was a little worried that everything would start going out because it was real windy. And when it gets windy here, powers go out. That's what happens in the country. Everything shuts down. All right. I like thunderstorms. I like the lightning and all that. Hey, Dora. I like that. I like a lot of thunderstorms. My mom, who was actually on here watching, she made them fun when we were kids. Oh, does it, Carrie? Yeah. Yeah, see, you must be getting what we had about, it stopped about the time we came live. So it's now kind of pushed your way, which is about 20, 25 minutes from where I'm at. So, but Mom always made them fun when we were little. So we used to stand on the front porch until it would lighten. You know, if the lightning started, we had to go in. But, so I am not afraid of them. I love them. But as I've gotten older, I don't like them at night. That I could deal without now. Let's see. Verna, you said, I drove from Greenville to Florence this morning thinking it was going to be bad, but barely any rain at all. Oh, that's good. That's good. It started in Lexington. It started at about, I think around 11-ish, 11:30 maybe, and then got real bad. And then stopped And then right as I was leaving, it started looking kind of nasty again. So by the time I got home, it was going. All right, so we're going to add this right here, and we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. My husband is a weather junkie. He watches the weather all the time. Yes, Dora, it was really bad. The trees were blowing, and it was bad in Lexington earlier today. No, Vicky, y'all didn't have any bad weather yet? Oh, it probably is coming your way now. Since it's left us and it's gone to Carrie and Blythewood, I bet you guys are next. Okay, so we've got our sentiment on there now. Now the last thing we're going to do is add our bow, and I left a little space right here. That's where we're going to stick our bow. And we're going to do a pretty big bow just because it is a big basket full of flowers. All right, cut off the ends, find my scissors. And then we're going to take a glue dot. If I can find them again, here we go. I've rearranged some things again in my office. For those of you who don't know, I might be obsessed with organizing as much as I am with Stampin' Up! Products, which is bad. So I'm constantly like reorganizing my office or my craft room or whatever you want to call it. And I got to get used to where everything is again. All right, so there we go. Now you could always stamp on the inside. You could always stamp some flowers in there too, so that they can open it, and then it'll be a card full of happiness all the way around. Oh, Carrie, I am a twine fanatic. You just, Deb and Verna can tell you pretty much everything is twine. I was actually telling them a story at the last Florence class. I went to go grab some twine and realized that I was almost completely out and I had no like backup. I might have had a small panic attack because I use it on everything. It just is simple, you know, but it adds, you know, I don't like big bulky ribbons. So, but, okay. So card number 1. I like twine in general. I like the thinner twine ribbons. I have a hard time with large stuff. So, yes, Verna, I love my twine. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay, card number 2. Card number 2 is stepping way out of my box, ladies. It is a basket full of cats. So I thought, okay, a basket, like literally there's a song, and I cannot even tell you, I should have probably looked it up. But there's a song that's like a basket full of something, and I don't even know. I have to find it. If I find it, I'll post it. So I was thinking, okay, happiness, what can make you happy with cats, since, you know, I'm not a big cat fan. And I was like, you know what? A basket full of kittens, like that can make people happy. So that's what I decided to do. And again, I've done most of the die cutting, most of the cutting already. So I already did 4 of the cats, so you don't have to watch me do all that. I made them simple. Again, since I'm not a cat person, I don't know much about them. I don't know a lot of colors or anything like that. So I just kind of went with orange and brown. Angie Brewer, Danielle would love this card. Oh, would she? Okay, well then I will bring you one of these cards, Angie, so that you can send it to your daughter. And I decided on this one that I wanted to have the wood look, because, you know, a lot of times a basket full of cats, you know, you're going to have like actual wooden baskets. So there's a piece in the dies, and I want to show you this one, that at first I thought, what in the world is this? So it's this die right here. This actually cuts out these pieces right here, which then allow you to kind of stack it and make it more, I guess, traditional apple picking basket. So that's what I did here. And on these I put, so I wouldn't have to use the liquid glue, I put our adhesive on the back of it. So it'll make it oh so much better. All right. So then I also cut out our wood piece. It's got slats in it, which then you could see the kittens through it and it didn't really look well. So what I did was I added just this piece here, which almost makes the basket look 3D, I thought. So at least that's what it was in my mind. So that's what I went with. On this one, we'll do a little bit of our liquid adhesive. Ooh, Deb, I didn't even think about that. That is a genius idea. I might have to make some more cards using these. You might see this stamp set and bundle in a class. Yeah, probably so. All right. Let's see if I can do this without getting everything sticky. Perfect. Oh, I did good that time. All right, so we're just going to take the backing off here. Oh, it is summertime again, and this craft room is getting stuffy. But I can't turn the fan on because it makes a lot of noise because there's no overhead fan. I need to get an overhead fan. Then it won't be so noisy, right? All right. Then let's do this one. And there we go. And we'll stick this one here. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's gonna see if it doesn't go all the way to the end, I promise. All right, and then here at the top. All right, now, one other thing that comes in the dies is this little piece right here. This is the handle, and I think it is so stinking cute. This was perfect. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line up this side. Actually, I'm not gonna line up that side because somehow the adhesive didn't get on that side. I turned this one into a sticker as well. So I'm gonna attach this one here. And look, it actually lines up this time. Look at there. And then we're just gonna lay it right across there. So the handle is laying down in front. Then we're gonna go ahead and put our heart right here. We're just gonna, since I've got the liquid glue here, I'm just gonna put some liquid glue there. That one doesn't have to go all the way across. All right, so there we go. Got one more thing to put a liquid adhesive on. And that is going to be our card base, our little layer here for our card base. All right, bone folder. All right, put some, look at this side too, that's a fun side. Put some adhesive. And then we will attach. I also kind of thought the dots almost could, you know, look like paw prints, cat prints, some kind of animal prints. It's kind of why I went with this color, with this pattern right here. All right, so we've got that. Now this is going to get popped up here. And again, before we actually take off the adhesive for the basket, we are going to kind of line up all of our cats first. Actually, you know what? That's not how I did it. I need to take off this dimensional here. And this dimensional. And this dimensional, because I actually attached the cats to this piece here. And then I put dimensionals on the back of the cats too. So, all right, we're gonna actually take the liquid adhesive again. Now you'll notice, and we'll do the last cat in just a minute, but you'll notice I didn't do the bottom. You don't need it. The tail sticks out too much anyway. And really all you're wanting is the head of the cats. Okay. So we're going to stick this one down like this. We're going to put this one like this. We're going to put this one behind a little bit. Like that. All right, and then this one we're going to put down really far because we want them to all be different levels, which kind of makes them look more like kittens, you know, when they're down this far. Makes them look tiny. And then this one. All right, and then we're going to do the yellow cat last. All right, now I want to make sure that I get that cat out of the way. Okay. All right, so we've got that all built. On this piece, we're going to stamp our sentiment. We're going to go ahead and do that, and we are going to stamp that in Early Espresso. And here we go. And this just says, sending you some get well cheer. Because who wouldn't love to get a cat in the mail or a basket full of cats? It would make you cheerful, right? All right, there we go. And then we're gonna leave that aside for a minute. We're gonna take this black memento and we're gonna stamp our cat with black memento. I'm going to put the whole cat on here just because, sorry, because I don't have grid paper, so I'm just going to stamp the whole cat. And then we are going to take our Daffodil Delight, nope, our So Saffron. We're going to take So Saffron. And when I say that I really didn't like take my time to color the cats, I really mean that. I literally just went and did the ears real quick, then down like that. That's it. And then I took the light and then just colored in that center. I didn't color the eyes different colors, none of that. I made it simple because if you wanted to send this to a lot of people for your get well, then you don't want to take too much time prepping it all, okay? All right, so that's the only thing we've got to cut out. So I'm going to grab my cut and emboss machine. We're going to use this magnetic plate that I'm fully in love with. We used it at bingo this past week, and yep. Right, Verna? Right? Oh, thanks, Deb. Yeah, I had to look on my aunt's page because she's got a lot of cats. Like she fosters cats and stuff. So I went on there and looked at the different cat colors that she had, and that's where I picked them from. Because seriously, I don't know enough about cats. So, all right, so we're just going to line that up. But this is the magnetic plate. If you don't have it, you need to get it. It's amazing. It really, truly is. I love it. I love it. Okay, so that is the cat. And now we will move this. We'll need that one more time. And let's pull in all of our pieces here. I felt like something was sticky. Yep, I got some sticky on the back. All right, so we're going to take and put our sentiment behind our basket like that. I want to make sure that I do this right so I don't cover up the sentiment. And then I'm going to cut off that just for right now. we're going to put some adhesive on the back. And then I'm going to make sure that, again, we don't cover up the sentiment. All right, we're going to put this right here. And then we'll trim off to make that even across there. But now we just have one more little cat. You could probably put that whole piece on there because it'll be covered up. We'll take our liquid glue, put it on the bottom, stick this little cute cat right up the top like that. All right, now we're going to put dimensionals on the cats, which is what I should have done to begin with, because we want to make sure that those all look kind of 3D too. Now, I'm putting a lot of dimensionals on because that's a lot of paper all put together there. So I want to make sure that it all stays. All right. Now we're going to stick our basket full of cats right here. Ta-da. Then we're going to take some twine. This is the Baker's Twine Essentials pack. We're going to take the crumb cake from there, and we're going to tie a little bow. Maybe if my fingers will work today. Nope, let's try that again. I think I was trying to make it too small. There we go. This one is going to be a tiny one, but all right, hold on. I got to untwist it because it'll drive me crazy if it's twisted. All right. Now we'll cut off the ends down there like that. And then we will take a glue dot. Yes, Deb, it is. Twine, yes, it's twine. Baker's twine. That's I think that's what all of them are called, Baker's twine. Yeah, it's very close to linen thread. But you see, I did not use the linen thread. I almost did. And then I was like, no, I need to change it. All right, so there we go. Now, my glue dot is sticking out there, so I'm just going to kind of try to stick it up under so it doesn't get stuck in the envelope. All right, so there we go. So there is card number 2. Let's see, the third card, did I even put, the third card uses almost twine as well. It does use some new ribbon, but it's basically twine too. All right. Okay, so card number 3. I am through and through a fall girl. I love everything about fall but the smell. The smell kills me and my allergies, but I love apple picking. I love the colors. I love it all. So of course, I know we're in the summer, 90, 100 degree weather already in South Carolina, which I hate with a passion. I do not like hot weather, but I decided to make myself feel good and have some cooler weather with my cards. So I decided to do some baskets of apples. I actually love going apple picking. I got to go this past fall with my niece Harper, and it truly did fill my heart with joy, and it just made my soul feel really good. So that is something that I absolutely love. So that's what I decided to do. I've already done the basket, so you don't have to watch me do that. And let's see, the other really cool thing is the ribbon we're gonna use. Look at what you can do with it. You can stamp right on it. And that is what we're gonna do. All right, so we're gonna go and use that. Oh, for the sentiments for this one, we're using the Charming Sentiments, which is the stamp set we used last week. I'm trying to think what, Oh, the sentiment that we actually used on this card is straight from the Cheerful basket. That's right. The first two ones is from the Cheerful basket. But this one I wanted something that was a little different. So I went with the Charming Sentiments. All right, so we're going to take and lay out our ribbon like that. We are going to take some early espresso and we are going to ink up nicely. So put lots of ink on it. I'm going to get some things out my way here. And then we are going to stamp it. And I'm going to get my head in here, I'm sure. Actually, I need to move it down this way. We're going to stamp it right here on our ribbon. All right, so there's our sentiment. We're going to cut off there. I know that's wasting a lot of ribbon, but that's okay. That is a-okay. There's plenty of it, I promise. We're also going to take a pretty large piece and we're going to cut it. We're going to cut probably right about here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this while I've already got the ribbon out here. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make it skinnier. So I'm going to take, I'm going to actually get my large scissors. Hold on. Because this will help me cut a little quicker. But I wanted to show you all this. All right, so I'm literally cutting off the edge of this ribbon. And this is pretty much the binding of the ribbon that keeps it from fraying. And I'm cutting it off. If you came to the bingo this past week, yeah, I made you do this as well. I love doing this with larger ribbons because, again, I like the twine. I like the smaller, less overbearing ribbon. But this ribbon is absolutely gorgeous and has a place. But on my card, it's a little big. All right, so we got that, right? So we just want that one piece. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to start pulling out some of the fibers from this ribbon. And I'm just going to pull it all the way down. If you straighten your ribbon as you go, it'll help you pull it out easier. So just like that, it does make a mess. But that's okay, because it still makes it look pretty in the end. And then I'm just going to put all that together. And now it's just a bunch of, it actually looks like hair. It looks like somebody's hair, because it's like crinkled. It's pretty. And then we're just going to tie a bow with it. And I want it to be messy, if I can get it to work at all for me. There we go. It sticks to my fingers for some reason. Nope. All right, let's try it one more time. One more time. I don't know if Michelle's on here or not. I didn't see Michelle on here yet. I didn't see your name pop up, but if you're on here or you watch the replay, this is, I guess, payback to me for Saturday. I'm sorry. She says I make her step outside of her box with things like this. All right, let me see if I can make it work this time. There we go, I think. I don't know why it's causing me to have so many issues today. I think think it seriously is payback. There we go. All right. Now I think I got it. Now I'm just going to make it really tiny because it is kind of bushy. So I just want it to be like messy. I want it to be messy. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. Now I'm going to cut off the ends there like that. I'm going to cut it out over here as well. All right, so there we go. Whew, that one's a hot mess, right? Okay, let's take our mess that we have that is floating now everywhere. We're gonna take and go ahead and fold our card base in half so that I can move it out of my way and not get ink everywhere on it. And then we are gonna take this right here. We are gonna stamp our apples on it. If I can find it. We're gonna stamp our apples with basic black, with the black memento. And we're gonna do it twice. Because when you go and you buy, when you go apple picking, you don't just buy, you know, like one bag. You come home with a whole bunch of them. Okay, so there we go. And I'm running out of room. And now we're gonna use something I haven't used in a really long time. And that is my watercolor pencils. If you don't have these, Stampin' Up! Does still sell these. You have the watercolor pencils, plus you have the watercolor pencils assortment too. So with both sets, you have a slew of colors. And we are gonna use Granny Apple Green, Real Red, and Daffodil Delight, because those are the perfect fall colors. And then I'm just randomly picking apples to color. These you do have to watch me. I thought about just doing one set of apples, but I mean, it really doesn't take long to do the apples. All right, so we got 3 over there. Let's do this one. And then we're gonna do this one. All right, let's do Real Red. We'll do this one. And then we'll do this one. All right, and then over here, let's do this one. And we'll do this one. I don't know why I think about the coloring so much. I should just color, right? Okay, so now we're just gonna color the rest of them Granny Apple Green. Now on the sample, I actually colored the leaves Old Olive, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Granny Apple Green to do it because I think I like the brighter color better. The Old Olive is pretty dull, so we're gonna go back through and color all the leaves at one time. Except for this one, we'll go ahead and color it now. Okay. And done, and done, and done. It does kind of blend in, but it'll be all right. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we got 3 over here to color. Actually, let's do one more red over here. Let's do this big one red. Just since we're doing the leaves. And Granny Apple Green. All right. Leaf, 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 apple, and apple. Leaf, leaf, one more. Ta-da! There we go. All right. Yes, they do, Deb. They do definitely give a good fall look. Kind of makes it I think this ribbon kind of reminds me of like the stuff that you see on scarecrows that stick out, and then they, you know, put it in the hair and all that. I mean, I know that's hay, usually is what you stuff your scarecrows with, but that's what it kind of reminds me of, especially on the sample. So anyway, okay, so let's see. What else do we need to do? I think that's going to be the only thing left. So let me pull in the the cut and emboss machine, and then we'll be able to put everything together, and then we'll be done. Only 5 hours later, right? Oh yeah, we're almost at 10 after. I knew this one would take a little bit longer, but you know, you can't just like stamp the basket and do all that. You really got to do the extra little pieces for it. Okay, let's see. Where are the dies? Here we go. I gotta remember which one is the die. The die set also has these leaves and stuff, and they also have this right here. So you could cut out, and the sample in the catalog, they cut out a whole bunch of these in different colors and then put them in the basket. So that was really cool looking too. And then you could do all these leaves for it too. So yeah, there's lots of options for, nope, that is not the right one. Let's see. Is it this one? It's this one. So it's a good versatile set for sure. And you can add in sentiments from all the, you know, many sentiment stamps that Stampin' Up! Has to kind of switch it up for different things that you need it for. So, all right, and then I'm going to swap it to the other one and run it back through the other way. Sorry for the shaking. I need to get a new table. I still need to get a new table so that I can have something that's a little sturdier that doesn't do all that shaking whenever I use the machine. But, all right. And I don't know if y'all can hear this or not, but I got a dog over here who's snoring. Miss Cuteness. All right. Let's see. We're going to pull this in. So we've got that, and then these right here. Okay, I am going to stamp just the basket on here, just so it makes it look fancy on the inside. I'm going to pull this out, and we're going to stamp it with some early espresso. Make sure I stamp it in the right direction. All right, there we go. All right, so this is going to go on our inside. And I lost my adhesive there for a second. I think I said this last week. I really need to take a picture of what my desk and my cart looks like after a Facebook Live, because woo, buddy, it starts out organized. It does not end that way at all. All right, so there we go. So now we're going to put these two pieces on. This is using the deckled rectangles. You will see these a lot from me because it is a torn look. And, oh, here they are. It makes it look like the paper was torn, and I am not very good at tearing paper for cards, so this is perfect. And it comes like with all these, which is just wonderful. I wanted just a little bit of the Designer Series paper to show. This is the Heart and Home that will be retiring very, very soon. So you might want to get some extra packs of it because it has a lot of the wood paper. This is great fall paper in my opinion. I know this was in our spring catalog, but wonderful, wonderful fall paper in this pack right here. So I used the greenery because obviously for fall and picking apples and all that, you're picking apples off trees. So that's kind of why I picked this. And we're just gonna put this right on. And I think I just glued it to the table. All right, get all that off the edge. Then we'll stick this in the center. I didn't fold it very well. I got a little edge down here, but it'll be all right. All right, so let's put our crumb cake over that. I wanted the crumb cake because I wanted that fall look. And then we'll stick that one on there like that. All right, we're gonna take our basket. We're gonna put some adhesive right down this edge. You wanna make sure you get really close to the edge because you don't have much room with these apples. And then we're gonna attach that right there. Then we're gonna put some adhesive up here. We wanna make sure we put a lot of adhesive up there because you wanna make sure that you attach those apples. And any of it that's sticking over, just fold it down on top of itself. And then we're just gonna kind of fill in that gap down there. Hold on. I got some sticky that's showing. So we're gonna stick this kind of like that. All right, then we'll flip this over. We'll put a bunch of dimensionals on it. And then, all right, then we're gonna lay this right here. We're not gonna take that off yet because we wanna make sure that we have our ribbon laid out properly. Okay, all right, so let's take some adhesive and run it across. And then there we go. Okay, and then we'll cut off the edges in just a minute. But let's go ahead and take off the backings. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, and then stick our basket right about there. Move it over just a touch. All right, let's take our scissors and we're gonna trim kind of at an angle. And what's gonna happen is that you're gonna start losing some of that thread. So it's gonna give it like a rough edge kind of thing. It'll give it a shabby chic. I think that's what they call it, right? Oh, thank you, Sharon. Thank you for sharing, Dora. Okay, don't let me forget. I gotta do the prizes from last week. If you weren't here when it started, I got deleted. My video got deleted. So I lost all the comments, all the shares, all that. So I'm gonna pick a name from those that are commenting tonight. And that's how we're probably gonna do prizes from now on. So I don't have to worry about it. All right, we got a glue dot on the back of it, and then we're putting our messy little bow right there. And ta-da, there is card number 3. You could totally do, you know, they have all kind of different, especially in the fall, they have all kind of like little apple goodies and stuff that you can get. And seriously, like, you could put a basket full of apples on the top of some 3D projects and it would be so stinking cute. So keep that in mind for the fall, because this will be around for an entire year. So we might have to use it again, right? All right, let me pull in the cards real quick. And I had some green going on there with those. All right, so these are the 3 cards from today. Make sure I'm in the view here. There we go. Thank y'all for joining me. Let's go ahead. I'm going to do some scrolling and do some random picking. So we've got the best delivery and the oceanfront for our prizes. So let's see. I'm just going to scroll on through. And Carrie, you get to pick one. Are you still on here, Carrie? If you are, let me know which one you want. Since you're the first one I picked, there's a little bit of a delay, so I might wait just a second to see what she says, if she's still on here. All right, let's see. Our next person is Verna. All right. So Verna and Carrie, you are the winners for tonight. Let me know which ones you want, and I will get them in the mail. Still here, I would like the best delivery. You got it. All right, so we're going to put Carrie on here. And then Verna, are you good with oceanfront? I hope you don't have that one. You probably do have that one, though. If you don't, we can chat. I was going to wait for her comment. Let's see. I might just, Verna, okay. Oh, you do already have it. Okay. Let's see. I'll email you or I'll message you. I'll message you, Verna, to let you know some other ones that I have, and you can pick from those. How about that? So next week then we'll give away oceanfront. So we'll do oceanfront, and then I also have this one. Hold on. I got to grab it. I've got Big Hooray. So that will be the 2 prizes for next week. All right. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. Don't forget, if you live in the Florence area, that we will have Dulcie class on Saturday. And these are the cards that we will be making. We'll be doing some masculine cards. And then some cute little cards there. And then don't forget about Club, which uses Pretty Bird, which I think is a song as well. It uses Pretty Bird, and then here you will make 6 cards. You get $20 worth of products at least. And this one, I am in love. This is probably my favorite card out of all of them, these 2 right here on top. But anyway, I enjoyed making these cards. If you're interested, $39, and you can actually, after 6 months, you can get $25 in free products if you stick around for 6 consecutive months. So that's a good thing about Club as well. So, but that is it. That is all I have for tonight. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Also, make sure that you check out the blog post for all the measurements and all the products that were used. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you next time. Bye.